Hey friends, let's talk about boat pose. Now, if you're not sure what boat pose is, I'll show you. So boat pose is a pose in which you are sitting on your butt on the ground, right? Your chest is lifted, your feet are lifted, maybe even your legs are extended with your arms reaching out. This looks like a boat, right? Yeah, see, it looks like a boat. So one of the most common challenges with boat pose is not just that your core is working, not just that your legs are straight, but that actually your chest has to lift up. Because what commonly happens when people go to extend their legs is that you're here in boat pose, you lift your feet, your arms are out, and then your legs go up and you roll back, right? So raise your hand if you have done that in boat pose. I know I have. So, oh, you have too? Okay, so one of the ways that you can really create a little bit more muscle memory around the idea of keeping your chest lifted is to do what I like to call mud flaps pose. Okay, so mud flaps pose is when your feet are on the floor, your fingertips are on the floor, and then you drag your fingers back and lift your chest. I'm gonna do it from the sides, it's a little bit more clear, right? You can even be on your tiptoes because then the weight is actually pulling you back a bit. Fingertips are reaching toward your toes, and you drag them back to lift your chest. Already, you might be feeling your core muscles work because you're trying to lift your chest while pulling your fingers back. Then you lift your feet. Now notice, when I lifted my feet, I leaned backwards, but I'm not rounding. I have to keep pulling my fingertips back energetically, lifting my chest. Okay, take a little break from that, all right? Because it's a lot of work. And when you're doing boat pose, it's a lot of work because you are trying to keep yourself lifted with your legs extended. That is no easy feat. So here's another thing that you can try. You can hold on behind your legs, right? So your hands are on the backs of your thighs, and you pull to lift your chest up. And then you lean back and lift your feet. You might not feel your core quite as much here because your hands are on the backs of your thighs, but you get that big lift through your chest. Again, I'll turn to the side, right? So instead of rounding back here, when I pull on the backs of my thighs to lift my chest, I'm using my hands. And I can find that same action that I did with the pull of my fingertips on the floor, but a little less core work, okay? Now, once you have found that, then it's just a matter of how do I keep my chest lifted and stay on my butt, stay on my sits bones, instead of rocking back onto the back of my pelvis, onto my sacrum, which is uncomfortable, right? And the idea here is I'm gonna reach forward with my fingers, keep lifting my chest, lift my feet. Maybe one at a time, like I just did. Just like that. Then I'm gonna extend my legs and reach out through my toes, but keep lifting my chest. I'm not saying you can hold that for a really long time. Oh, blowing a kiss to your elbow. But that's the direction that you're working in, okay? I know, can I give it a kiss? Okay. All right, no more boat pose for you. So we're gonna try one more time boat pose. And remember, starting with your feet on the floor and dragging your fingers back and feeling your core work is a great way to start. Tipping back, dragging your fingers back with your feet lifted is a great place to start. If that doesn't work, hands on the backs of your thighs, and even extending your legs here is a great place to find the shape, even if your core muscles aren't quite there yet. So let's try one more time. Whatever variation of your choice, chest is lifted, you lean back, arms lift, maybe extend your legs, you look like a boat. And that's it, my friends. That is boat pose, a few ways to troubleshoot some of the core support while keeping your chest lifted. Thanks for being here with me for this Yoga Mini. I'll see you again soon.